and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to part 16, I can't believe it, of my sub setup series. Now it has been a little while since the last one of these videos came out. I can only apologise for that. I've had loads of stuff that I wanted to cover here on the channel, so it has kind of been put to one side. However, it is back, episode 16. I'm going to try and get episode 17 out a little bit sooner than I normally would, just to get back on track of where this series should be. So don't worry if you've got one still pending, it will be coming out pretty soon. But anyway, back to this episode, and this time round it's the turn of Shadyaidy. Now they got in contact and said they had an awesome build for the 2015 Mustang GT. Now, just to give you an idea of how long it does take me to get through these, this was sent to me towards the end part of 2019, so it's taken this long to finally work my way through this series up to this point. And I must also state, if you haven't ever seen one of these videos before, this is all about the setups that are sent to me by you guys. So Shadyaidy has sent this over to me. It has absolutely nothing to do with me, but I will be putting it through his paces today, and a little bit later we will be putting it up against the other cars that have been sent down to me in the Dragon Trail Drift Trial. We're all familiar with the Mustang GT from GT Sport. Certainly if you're into drifting, I have no doubt that you've already tried this car out. And to be honest with you, I know of quite a few different setups that I've personally seen over the time I've been playing this game, and they can vary wildly. What Shady's decided to do here is actually stiffen up the anti-roll bar on the back end as hard as it will possibly go, which is something that I don't tend to do. Certainly if you saw my build for the Mustang GT last week, you'll see that I like a really floppy back end to this car. I just think it really suits that soft rear end. However, jumping into Shady's build here, it definitely works. It works in a different kind of way, but it's an easy car to get along with, and equally go out and give it a go for yourselves. Just make sure you use that comment section down below to let Shady know exactly what you think of his build. If you do want to try it out, stay till the end of the video where I will give you the setup that he actually sent over to me so you guys can copy it down. But before we do that, we do need to have a look at how this car does on the Dragon Trail Drift Trial. As always, the rules are simple. I have 5 minutes to do as many attempts as I possibly can in Shadyaidy's build and see what kind of score I can generate. Whatever the highest score is from that 5-minute period is what will be recorded, and it then gets put onto the leaderboard. Now we're on episode 16, the leaderboard is looking exceptionally tight, and there is some real strong numbers out there. So it's going to take quite a lot for this build to get up there, but who knows, this could be the one that takes top spot. The one thing I will say after doing so many of these sub setup videos now is that it's the cars that have loads of power, that like to go really, really fast whilst drifting, that you can hug right onto the curb, seem to get the highest scoring points. And then the slower sort of stuff doesn't do too well. Now the Mustang for me, not particularly this build, but just in general, is quite a slow drifting car. It loves the angle, it can be completely sideways and is perfectly happy. But when it comes to drift trials, it's never the best mix, to be honest, if you're trying to get a big score. So I'm going to change the way that I actually drive whilst doing the drift trials, try and get as many points as I possibly can, and this is how it went. So there we go, across the line with a very good score of 10,941 points. I'll be taking that all day long, and to be honest with you, the more I was getting into this car, I'm sure there is plenty more for it to give, but unfortunately the 5 minutes was up, and that was the best run I had. So congratulations Shadyaidy, that puts you in 7th position, and there is nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Like I say, you're up against some stiff competition here, and this table is just getting tighter and tighter as time goes by. But what will the next car bring, and what actually will that car be? You'll have to wait and see, but it's not going to be too long until I do the next one, as I said a little bit earlier on. So keep your eyes peeled on the channel if you are interested in this series, and see where we go next. I just want to say a quick thank you to Shadyaidy for taking your time out to send this build over to me. I've had a load of fun using it, and hopefully some other people will enjoy what you've come up with as well. Speaking of which, let's go straight over to the build now so I can show you exactly what Shady sent over to me, and then you guys can go and try it out yourselves. Okay, so this is the build here. Now, power level wise, I don't think you need to take it all the way up to level 4, but I already had it unlocked. But what he's done is taken the power to 144%, which is 626 brake horsepower. Weight reduction wise, it's set to level 4 there, and take it all the way down to the bottom to 85%, and that's going to leave you 1,428 kilograms. Now, traction control for this build is set to 0, and they've gone for comfort hard tyres both front and rear. With a brake balance, you want to be setting that to -2, and the ride height just needs to go as low as you possibly can, so 85 on the front there and 105 on the back. Natural frequency remains the same there at 1.5 and 1.5. And now this is the really interesting bit. So the anti-roll bar on the front is 7 and on the rear is 10. So make sure you copy that over to get the full effect here. Now the compression and rebound remain the same as always here at 60, 60 and 90 and 90. And the camber angle, they've gone for 2 on the front and 0.3 on the rear. With the toe angle, you want to be setting that to 0 on the front and in 0.6 on the back. Moving down from there, you want to be setting your differential, to fully customized, and they've gone for 45, 45 and 20. Transmission here, you want to be going fully customized, then set your maximum speed to 149 miles per hour, and all the gears can just stay exactly as they are because none of them have been changed. Once again, a huge thank you to you, Shadyaidy, for sending this one over, and I really do hope some of you guys go out and try this and get a load of fun out of it. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Use that comment section for absolutely anything you want. I really do love hearing from you guys. It's just always great to get your feedback and also hear about what you want to see me do here on the channel. Don't forget to give the video a like. It really does help the channel grow. Every single time you do that, it makes a huge difference to me. Also, hit that notification bell so you know exactly when I upload a video. Thanks for coming by today, and I'll see you on the next one.